Welcome, happy October 1st, everybody. We are live, and it's the first time I'm going to be reviewing a horror movie. So, starting today, I'm going to be reviewing the movie It, because there have been a lot of clown sightings around, so it's obviously appropriate. So, starting today starts my 31 days of Halloween movie reviews, and yeah. So let's talk about Stephen King's It, based on the 1985 novel. Everyone knows who Stephen King is. You know, writes a lot of scary books. The Shining, Carrie, Night Shift, Under the Dome, 11/22/63, and so on and so forth, and It. So, It. A movie, 3.5-hour movie that was a televised event that everybody loved. And it came out in 1990. So, it starts out in 1990 with a librarian, Mike Hanlon, going to a crime scene which a little girl got attacked by a clown. It turns out he's like trying to figure out like why all these murders are happening. And you know, he finds a picture of Georgie, who happens to be one of the main character's little brother, who gets killed off early in the film back in 1960. So the film technically it really jumps from 1990 to 1960, going through each character's lives in the film. And there's 7 characters, and it starts off with Bill Dumbro, I think that's how he pronounces his last name, Beverly Marsh, Mike Hanlon, which I just said, Richie Tozier, Stan Uris, Eddie Kasbrak, and Ben. I forget Ben's last name. Oh, and the other antagonist, Henry Bowers, who was a school bully. So throughout 1960 and 1990, they keep flashing to, you know, when they were kids, and It, who was a clown, is terrorizing these kids. So it takes the form of a werewolf for Richie, because Richie watches a werewolf movie and tries to scare Richie. It takes the form of Ben's dad. Let's see. It also made like a big bloodbath in literally like a bloodbath, but it was in the sink in Beverly Marsh's bathroom. So I mean, pretty much he's terrorizing all these kids, and throughout the film, he's trying to lure the kids he's trying to kill the kids, honestly, one by one. And it's just like it's such a weird movie, because he's like really, he's really odd. It's like a really odd, I mean, he's not odd. he's really a creepy character. But, so the film jumps from 60s to 90s, and in the 60s, the kids go to the underground to go and find, it, so they can kill it. Meanwhile, Henry Bowers, who wants to kill the kids after many altercations with them, he goes down there with him with his buddies, and he attempts to kill the kids. So, as he follows the kids down there, he and his buddies get picked off one by one, so it doesn't attack them, and so it can kill them themselves. And pretty much that's it. I mean, he kills Henry's friend Belch, and kills Henry's friend, I forget the other guy's name. But yeah, I mean, overall, it wasn't really a good movie in my eyes. I mean, I feel like it should have been like more believable. Like the younger cast had like a lot of great, younger cast members. Seth Green was one of them in the film, and he was actually really, I mean, the younger cast had much more believable experience, like had a much more believable role than the adult cast members, because it took place from the 60s to 90s, so 1960 cast member, or like the kids that were in the 1960s, believable. Now the cast in the adult cast, not believable at all. The one cast member that plays Ben, John Ritter, he's usually a great actor, but with playing that role as adult Ben, it just didn't, it wasn't believable. They were, they were too old and they were really annoying and repetitive. I mean, I don't know. So, and Tim Curry, who plays it, he was funny. He was more scary than funny. I mean, he had his few moments. A clown with razor teeth that took a form of many things. Yeah, he was actually really funny. I liked him. But, the adult cast member was unbelievable, was not believable. But, it's really early in the morning, too, by the way, so that's why I'm trying to drink coffee, and I'm actually at work. I'm waiting for my boss to get here. Anyways. But yeah, adult cast members suck. Also, they killed it in 1960. When they killed him in the, spoiler, when they kill him in the first part of the film, they use an inhaler and they use silver, and take a slingshot and, sling the silver at his head. It was so cliche. It was I felt like it was out of like a vampire movie, like Dracula, and it was it was total like 1950s style, and it was like a book, kind of like how they just threw that in there. And then in the end, his final form 30 years later takes place as a spider. And if I would have saw the spider, it would have been a lot more better. But, I mean, yeah, other than that, it's not a bad movie. The book was a lot better. Everyone says the book is better than the movie, and that is a true statement. The book was definitely better than the movie. So they're also making a remake that comes out in 2017, which should be scarier, but Stephen King has, he's just credited because he made the book. He doesn't really take credit for the movies because he's not really into the movie, not really taking credit for movies. But yeah, so that's it right now. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, stay tuned for that. I'll be, going live every day this month leading up to Halloween. And, yeah, so get ready for Texas Chainsaw Massacre tomorrow. And, have a nice day. Drink a coffee. It's perfect, weather out right now. It sets the mood for October. Haunted attractions, I'll be actually reviewing them too. I, went to Fright Factory last night in Philly. Awesome experience. It was actually more scary. Even though it was like a half-hour thing, it was actually really scary, and the cast and characters were really believable. There was one character who actually fell on the set, and she just kept her character, which was really amazing. She didn't even care that she fell, and I caught that she fell on her face, and she was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take you to my to the lair and cut you up," and I was just like, wow, it was really good, really great haunted attraction I've been to in a while, next to Penhurst, which I went to last year. But yeah, going live every month. Maybe not live. This is, it could be pre-recorded, but yeah, good movie. If you don't know what it is, check it out. It's not out on Netflix or Hulu, but it's on DVD. And a DVD is two-sided. Yeah, so I really don't have much to say. I didn't really like that movie. I mean, it's not a bad movie, but it could have been better with the casting of the adults. But other than that, yeah, that's it. I'm TJ. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I gotta go to work because I think my manager just pulled in. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.